Siddhanath Pramanande. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavati Paschatya Desatarine Om Adhyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chaksurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamai Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Visakambitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vishabhanu Supedevi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasana Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Reading from the 8th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Chapter 24, Matsya, the Lord's fish incarnation, text number 49. Nayat prasadu yuta bhagat lesham Nayat prasada yuta bhagat lesham Anye cha deva gurabhuchana swayam Anye cha deva gurabhuchana swayam Kartam sametam prabhavanti pumsas Kartum sameta prabhavanti bhumsas Tam isparam tvam sharanam prapadye Tam isparam tvam sharanam prapadye Somebody else, Prabhu's
Nayat prasada yuta bhagalesham Anye cha deva gurabhojana swayam
Anye cha deva gurabhojana swayam
Kartum sameta prabhavanti pumsas
Kartum sameta prabhavanti pumsas.
Tamishwaram Tvam Sharanam Prapadye.
Tamishwaram Tvam Sharanam Prapadye. Maya Prasadayutam Anye Chadeva Guravo Jana Swayam. Kartum Sameda Prabhavanti Pumsas. Tamishwaram Tvam Sharanam Prapadye. One of these boys. Maya Prasadayutam Anye Chadeva Guravo Jana Swayam. Kartum Sameda Prabhavanti Pumsas. Tamishwaram Tvam Sharanam Prapadye. Mataji's. Naya Prasadayutam Anye Chadeva Guravo Jana Swayam. Kartum Sameda Prabhavanti Pumsas. Tamishwaram Tvam Sharanam Prapadye. Maya Prasadayutam Anye Chadeva Guravo Jana Swayam. Kartum Sameda Prabhavanti Pumsas. Tamishwaram Tvam Sharanam Prapadye. Word for word meaning? Na, not. Yat prasada, of the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ayutabhagalesham, only 1/10,000. Anye, others. Cha, also. Deva, even the demigods. Gurava, the so-called gurus. Jana, the total population. Swayam, personally. Kartum, to execute. Sameta, all together. Prabhavanti, can become equally able. Umsha, by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tam, unto him. Isvaram, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Twam, unto you. Sharanam, shelter. Prapadye, let me surrender. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Neither all the demigods, nor the so-called gurus, nor all other people, either independently or together, can offer mercy that equals even 1/10,000 of yours. Therefore, I wish to take shelter of your lotus feet. Everybody, please repeat. Neither all the demigods, nor the so-called gurus, nor all other people, either independently or together, can offer mercy that equals even 1/10,000 of yours. Therefore, I wish to take shelter of your lotus feet. Purport. It is said, Kamaistai Rita Jnana Prapadyante Nyadevata. People in general, being motivated by material desires, worship the demigods to get fruitive results very quickly. People generally do not become devotees of Lord Vishnu, since Lord Vishnu never becomes the order supplier of his devotees. Lord Vishnu does not give a devotee benedictions that will create a further demand for benedictions. By one worshipping the demigods, one may get results, but as described in Bhagavad Gita, Andavantat palang tesham tadbhavati alpa medasham. Whatever great benedictions one may achieve from the demigods are all temporary. Because the demigods themselves are temporary, their benedictions are also temporary and have no permanent value. Those who aspire for such benedictions have a poor fund of knowledge. Tad bhavati alpamedasham. The benedictions of Lord Vishnu are different. By the mercy of the Lord Vishnu, one can be completely freed from material contamination and go back home, back to Godhead. Therefore, the benedictions offered by the demigods cannot compare to even 1/10,000 of the Lord's benedictions. One should not, therefore, try to obtain benedictions from the demigods or false gurus. One should aspire only for the benediction offered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As the Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text 66, Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam braja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. This is the greatest benediction. Nayat prasadayuta bagale samanye chadeva gurabhuchana swayam kartam sameta prabhavanti pumsas tam isvaram tam sharanam prapadye. Satyavrata Muni continues his prayers unto the Supreme Lord, the incarnation, fish incarnation, Matsya. There are unlimited incarnations of the Supreme Lord, and one of the main incarnations is that of Matsya. As there are 8,400,000 species of life, there are also as many different incarnations of the Supreme Lord. Snake incarnation. Who is the snake incarnation? Ananta Dev, right? Ananta. How about the horse incarnation? Hayagriva. And half man, half lion. Narasimha. And here, the fish incarnation. There is also a tortoise incarnation. Kurma. Very intelligent boys. So, not all the incarnations, we have descriptions here in the Srimad Bhagavatam, but it says also that major part of the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, is present in the heavenly planets. Here we have how many slokas of Bhagavatam? 18,000. But in the Heavenly planets, there are much more. And also, we've heard this das avatars, 10 incarnations only, major, but unlimited. So Matsya avatar, very special. He's the one who saved the Vedas. Mhm. From which demon? Hayagriv. There are two Hayagrives. There is a demon Hayagriv, and also there is the incarnation also of the Supreme Lord in a horse incarnation named Hayagriva. Hare Krishna, Atmaram Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Your name Atmaram, right? Yes, I know. Used to come very often in Vrindavan. So, the prayers here of Satyavrata Muni is that he is comparing the mercy, kripa, of the Supreme Lord compared to the demigods and so-called gurus. That means, so-called gurus means materialistic gurus. Like in India, they're what you call kula gurus. You heard of that? Kula gurus means in your line, in the family lineage, you probably have a guru. Really, a guru, the one who gives the initiation uh, into the process of bhakti. There are also gurus who are in the karmakanda section to increase one's material opulence and so on. And they have certain gurus. In India, there's a factory of gurus. There's a factory of gods also. They can manufacture gold. They can manufacture gold. Somehow, they have some kind of mystic power or some air or some fire coming out from their heads. But the whole purpose of this different demigods or so-called gurus is to give benediction or boon or blessings. Usually when they see a person who's wearing saffron, they will call them Panditji, and they will say, Panditji or Maharaj, please give me your blessings. Yes? Because this is the nature of the Supreme Lord and his pure devotees, sages. They give blessings, they give boons, they give favors. So a benediction is a blessing, favor, or divine mercy granted by a higher authority, usually by God or his representatives. His benediction. It's like when we come in front of the deities, we also pray for some boon or benediction. We'd like to ask a favor. Please do this for me, or for my family, or for my friends and loved ones. Usually it signifies spiritual grace, protection, or fulfillment of a desire, especially in a religious or devotional content. It is very important to understand this benediction. So there are different kinds of benedictions. Actually, there are only two. Material benediction and spiritual benediction. Either you ask for material blessings or spiritual blessings. So an intelligent person, he will not ask for material blessings. It's like, I'll give an example. If you go to a king and the king says, ask me any boon, ask me any benediction, I will give you anything. But a foolish person only asks for a handful of ashes. How is that? How is that going to be beneficial for him? He's ready to give a kingdom, but the foolish person only asks for a few or a handful of ashes. That means he's only asking for material things. It's like Bhamana. Bhamana Dev, the dwarf incarnation of the Supreme Lord, he asked for a boon. Because when Bali Maharaj became attracted to the beauty, the attractive beauty of Bhamana, yes, he asked him, "You ask me any benediction, I'm ready to give to you." And therefore, Bhamana says, "I only want 3 steps of land." What? Only 3 steps of land? As a dwarf, no taller than 3 feet. So what can 3 steps or 3 paces can cover? Maybe from here, 1, 2, 3. That's it. From here to there. But not knowing that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his guru, Kula Guru again, Sukracharya, says, no, 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 don't give him anything because he'll take everything from you. And actually, Sukracharya was thinking for himself because if everything will be taken from Bali Maharaj, what is left for me? I will not get my dakshina. But nevertheless, Vamana, he became so huge that the first step covers half of the universe, and the second step covers the entire universe and even pierces the coverings of the universe. That's where Ganga came and flowed. So he doesn't have anything else to give. And he promised, I give you 3 steps of land. Nevertheless, okay, I surrender. You put your third step on my head. So it was fulfilled. It was very good. So in Sanskrit and Vedic traditions, benedictions are referred to as varam, a boon or blessing granted by a deity or sage. Anugraha, divine grace or mercy is the meaning. Anugraha, divine grace or mercy. Also, kripa, kripa karo. Yes, please give me your mercy. Kripa karo. Compassion or special favor from the Lord. When we go to the Lord, also we should beg from the Lord some mercy. So as we mentioned, there are 2 types of benedictions. Material benedictions, that means blessings that fulfill worldly desires, wealth, power, longevity. Spiritual benedictions, blessings that elevate a person toward devotion, liberation, or direct service to God. This is our prayers. That's how when we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we are asking for blessings, we're asking for mercy. Another meaning, in short, in a very simplified way, when we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it's like, oh Krishna, please help me. Please help me. I am helpless. You are the only one who can help me to get out of this material world by engaging in bhakti. Simplified. If someone asks you in the street what is the meaning of bhakti or this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you say, because they cannot understand immediately who Srimati Radharani, who is she is the pleasure potency of the Supreme Lord. O energy of the Lord, Srimati Radharani, please engage me in your loving service. This is the highest boon. This is the highest benediction that one can ask. And we're doing that every day. Should be 24 hours, according to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ask for this boon or this benediction. So there are different examples of benedictions. Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, and Jagai Madhai. And Dhruva Maharaj is a young boy. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 5-year-old boys are given. Another 5-year-old boy who? Prahlad Maharaj. It's a special age because at the age of 5, the consciousness started to develop. So Dhruva Maharaj was a young prince and he was trying to sit on the lap of his father. But he was declined, he was refused by his stepmother. You better be taking birth from my womb next life, then you can sit on the lap of your father. So, as a Satriya, he has this nature of being very also proud and will not be insulted. So, he wanted to have a kingdom better than his father. So he asked his mother, where can I find that person who can help me? And the mother says, well, I've heard from the sages that you go to the forest, you will see Lord Narayan. He's the only one who can help you. So along the way, he met Narad Muni, and Narad Muni, he wanted to test. He asked Dhruva Maharaj, what is it? Why are you here? It's a very dangerous place. This is not a place for you. Well, I'm looking for Lord Narayan because I want to ask some benediction, some boon. No, you better go. Go back to your mother. And then Dhruva says, well, if you cannot help me to find Lord Narayan, you better get out of my way. I'll still go. This is Kshatriya. Very determined, very powerful, very strong. And then he was taught the mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And he performed tapasya. He was not eating. First he was eating just fruits that even the monkeys will not eat. And then he started to drink less, and then ultimately he was only breathing air. And eventually Lord Narayan came. Then Lord Narayan asked him, because he was pleased with his tapasya, what boon would you like to have? Then Dhruva Maharaj says, before I was looking for broken glasses, now I found real gem, diamond. I don't want anything else. This is a devotee. Any material opulences will not make him fully satisfied. Only by the glance of the Supreme Lord or his pure devotee is enough for him to be drowned in spiritual ecstasy and bliss. Another, Prahlad Maharaj, he received the benediction of unwavering devotion. He was asked, after killing Hiranyakashipu, Lord Nrsimhadev, no one was able to come close to Lord Nrsimhadev. He was very fearful that no one can go, no one fears. He's so much in anger because Hiranyakashipu tried to harm his devotee, pure devotee. He was enraged so much, even Brahma, Shiva, even Lakshmi Devi, no demigods. But then he was asked, Lord Brahma says, you go, try to pacify him. And he became pacified. Now he was asked, what kind of benediction do you want? What kind of boon? I'll give you. And Prahlad Maharaj says, no, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. Yes, yes, you must ask. I'm ready to give. And then Prahlad Maharaj says, if a servant asks for remuneration for his service rendered to the master, then it becomes a business-like transaction. Yes? And how many of you work like regular work? Do some regular work? Raise your hand. Come on. Will you work if you don't get paid? Huh? Of course not. You'll be on strike also if you don't get paid, even for 1 week. There'll be a revolution. So he does not like this business-like transaction from the Lord. Similarly, we should be like this. We should not be expecting, okay, Krishna, I will do this service, but I want this in return. Then it's like a business-like transaction. It is not unmotivated. It is not unalloyed. So eventually, Prahlad Maharaj says, if you're going to give me a benediction, I want everyone in the universe to be liberated, including my father, who gave me so much pain and torture. This is the heart of a devotee, like Vasudev Dutt. Vasudev Dutt also asked Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the sins of the entire universe, please, I am ready to take it, so that everyone will go back to the spiritual world, back to Vaikuntha. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, actually your heart is greater than mine. Because he was ready to kill Jagai and Madai. Isn't it? He was not ready to pardon them. Not until Lord Nityananda begged that you please release them from their sins. Because if you don't, then the purpose why you came will be not fulfilled. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to save the most fallen conditioned souls like Jagai and Madai. And Prabhupada says, in those days, there's only one Jagai and Madai. But nowadays, there are 99.99% Jagai and Madais. They may be looking nice externally. They may be looking good externally. But what is inside? That's what matters the most. It's like yesterday we went for Japa walk and we met so many looking like well-cultured people. But if you're not a devotee, any material possessions, any material opulence or qualities one may have, it doesn't count. So yes, Jagai and Madai also, they receive forgiveness and transformation through Lord Chaitanya's mercy. But because of Lord Nityananda, that's why it says that Namo Mahapadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratu Say Namaha. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most magnificent incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Actually, he's not an incarnation. He is Krishna himself. Moreover, he is Radha and Krishna, combined forms of Radha and Krishna. But Lord Nityananda is more merciful than Lord Chaitanya. Lord Nityananda, he never gets angry. His anger, he's showing a little bit of anger, but this is to encourage the devotees. That's why in the pastimes of Raghunath Das Goswami, the cheap rice festival, yes, never gets angry. So, There are types of benedictions in devotional life. I'm just going to go quick here. What are the meanings of benedictions again in Sanskrit? Varam, Anugraha, and Kripa. Yes, very good. Material benedictions. Bhukti Vara. Bhukti Vara, enjoyment. The examples of this is Hiranyakashipu. He wants to become immortal. He wants a benediction from Lord Brahma. He wants to cheat Lord Brahma that I want to become immortal. But Lord Brahma says, how can I do it? I myself is not immortal. You can only give what you have. You cannot give if you don't have it. So Lord Brahma is also a jiva. Hiranyakashipu is also a jiva. Of course, they are the expansions of Giant Vijay. So he asked for many, many things, almost nearly immortal, but he cannot cheat Krishna. That's why he told Brahma, next time don't give this such benediction. He told this to Brahma, don't give this such benediction, that he will not die during the twilight, he will not die inside or outside, he will not die by any weapons, he will not die in any of the, either by man or beast, either in the air or in land or in water, but he cannot cheat Lord Krishna. So he died, he died either day and night, that means twilight, and also the nails. Nails not, nails like Hiranyakashipu or Nisingade, very fierce. Yes. Kardama Muni, their story of also Kardama Muni is a very, very powerful yogi. He wanted the kingdom and opulence, and he desired a beautiful wife and kingdom, and that was given to him. But he was so renounced that after the birth of Kapila, Lord Kapila, he left, knowingly that the son will be able to take care of his mother, Devahuti. Kamsa also, Kamsa, he was given a warning from the celestial sky, celestial voice, telling that you fool, you are carrying your sister whose eighth child will be the cause of your death. Yeah. So, yes, but he did not. He was not able to protect himself. And he's always thinking of Krishna. But in fear of Krishna and trying to kill Krishna. We should also be thinking of Krishna 24 hours, but in a favorable way. So, material benedictions are like sugar-coated poison. They seem very sweet at first, but lead to suffering if not used in the service to Krishna. Another one, liberation, benediction, vara, mukti vara, freedom from material existence. We have heard from the Nectar of Devotion, there are 5 kinds of mukti or liberation. But devotees, they don't aspire for this. They even are willing to go to hell, take birth in hell, just to be serving the Lord. And the most hellish type of benediction is to be one, sayujya mukti, immerse oneself into the effulgence or the light coming from the Supreme Lord. Ajamil's salvation also, he was calling Lord Narayana dead, but he was freed from hellish punishment. Very fortunate, even though his intention is not to call upon Lord Narayan, but somehow also he was chanting Namabas. Namabas means in the clearing stage. Even one chants the clearing stage, his sins also becomes eradicated, and he will attain uh, liberation. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna tell you another story about boon or benediction. Usually we don't hear this, having a boon or benediction, but I'm sure some of you have heard of this. Radharani is receiving benediction from Durvasa Muni. You've heard of this? Yes? Yes. Um, One time, Durvasa Muni is very well known, especially of his temperament. Very easily get agitated or get angry. This is also in the pastime of Ambarish Maharaj. Yes, Ambarish Maharaj was fasting, and somehow or other, Durvasa Muni came along with his 10,000 disciples. They can do that in those ages. Nowadays, it's not possible to travel with 10,000 disciples. Even 100 disciples is very difficult to travel. So he came and he was about to break his fast, and Durvasa Muni, along with his disciples, they decided to take a bath. But then he's about to break the fast, so Ambarish Maharaj, he took some water because fasting, dry fasting, nirjal means you can break your fast from drinking water. Um, and therefore, he was cursed, and demon was produced by Durvasa Muni. This is to the extent that Durvasa Muni is so much, um, he can be very, very soft, but he can be very, very also fearsome, angry very quickly. So Durvasa Muni, one time, he came to Varshana. Varshana, this is the residence of Shrimati Radharani, her father, Vishabhanu, and Kirtida. Kirtida. Um, Kirtida Mataji, she was very much welcoming Durvasa Muni because she knew that if she displeased Durvasa Muni, the whole family could be in danger. So she wanted to cook, offer her cooking to Durvasa Muni. Brahmanas usually you can feed and feed and feed, and they will eat and eat and eat. Brahmanas are like this. It's like Madhu Mangal, another friend of Lord Krishna, always likes sweets, ladus. So, however, knowingly that Durvasa Muni is there, Radharani offered herself to be the one to cook for Durvasa Muni. Because Radharani is also very expert in the kitchen. That's why we call our kitchen, deity kitchen, as Radharani's kitchen. Yes? She is the most expert actually in cooking. So she offered herself, I want to do this. I want to serve the sadhu. I want to serve the sage. I want to serve the yogi. Muni. Muni means yogi. Like Narad Muni, Agastya Muni. Muni means they have mystic powers. So Radharani, she was very young at that time, and she expressed her desire to cook personally for him. She says, a great sage like Durvasa Muni will be fully satisfied only if I prepare the food with my own hands. Seeing her enthusiasm and divine qualities, Kirtida Mataji granted her request. She gave the permission. Okay, you do it. So she cooked and she used all the pure ingredients, pure ghee, everything, not desi ghee from Amul or Patanjali. No, from the cows. Like we received a ghee yesterday, a small bottle of Bilona, from churning yogurt. And she does this with her love. The main ingredient while we're cooking is not the ingredients. It is the love that we put, the effort that we put into our cooking. This is what Krishna eats. He doesn't eat. Usually, we think that, oh no, I have to prepare nice, decorations. No. If there is no bhakti there, then Krishna will eat also, but not 100%. So, every preparation radiated with transcendental fragrance and was full of nectar. This is Radharani's cooking. And the moment she offered the food to Durvasa Muni, he immediately became satisfied just by smelling it. Yeah, sometimes, but we should not lust for this. When we're cooking, we should not think, well, I wonder what will this taste. Should be Krishna first to taste. Like in Jagannath Puri. If a dog sees the offering, they will cook again. Chapan Bhog, 56 items. They will cook and they repeat again. That's why in Jagannath Puri, no one can see the offering. They have a special passage where the brahmanas who is about to offer, they carry the boga to Jagannath. But when it was given, just by looking and smelling, Durvasa Muni already been satisfied. He's already happy. So, in this way, Durvasa Muni, being very pleased, he gave a benediction to Srimati Radharani. May whatever you cook be more nectarian than ambrosia. Ambrosia is already nectar. More nectarian than that. Whoever eats your cooking will never be affected by disease, misfortune, or impurity. You will always remain supremely pure, untouched by any material contamination. So, we can see from this benediction the transcendental position of Srimati Radharani. Free from the material contamination. So that's why when we cook also, we should be pure in our thoughts. Be free from the desires to enjoy the material energy. So this was an extraordinary benediction given to Srimati Radharani. And it confirms Radharani's position. Ultimately, when Mother Yasoda heard this benediction, because she is also worried for Krishna. Because Krishna is very picky what to eat. Even though they have many gopis, servants cooking for Lord Krishna, then she asked if Radharani can come every day to cook for Krishna. So from Varshana to Nandagram, every day Radharani will come to cook so that Krishna will not get sick and he will live for a long, long time. So we're talking about benedictions here. The highest benediction that one can desire or one should have is to serve Krishna wholeheartedly without any material motive. This is very important. Chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can derive any desires to be fulfilled, both material and spiritual. It says that chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is like a kalpavriksha tree. You can ask anything, and we have to be qualified though to receive that boon or benediction of unalloyed, loving, pure devotional service unto the Supreme Lord. So in this way, the boon of how Radharani, whatever she cooks, this is Krishna's desire also. Ah, yes. Radharani fulfilled that desire. Also, there's another boon that Radharani and the gopis received from Durvasa Muni, that they be able to bring all of their wares crossing Yamuna. When they were asked, because Krishna is eternally a brahmachari. Krishna is eternally a brahmachari. So in this way, to cross, they have to tell this like password. They have to mention this password. And they're telling the truth. Krishna told them, you just say like this, so that Durvasa Muni will be able to let you cross. That Krishna is an eternally a brahmachari. In this way, it helped them to cross the river and be able to deliver their wares to Durvasa Muni. So, the highest benediction, if you're going to be asked one desire only, what will it be? Now, you don't have to tell me. I cannot see your heart. I cannot tell what's in your mind. But if you're going to be asked, what will it be that will encompass everything, all of your desires in one desire? I can tell you what's mine. To be a pure devotee, to serve the Lord and His devotees wholeheartedly, without any ulterior motive. I know I'm very far away from that desire to be fulfilled. But I know someday I'll end it up like that. Life is short. We don't know how many years left for us to live. But hope against hope, if Krishna fulfills that desire, it is special mercy. You've heard of that before? Causeless mercy? There is no cause for the mercy to be awarded. Krishna only sees our inner desire, our purpose, our aim. Why we're doing what we are doing. It's more of an internal again. Bhakti is internal. What is it that we want to achieve? Externally, we can show something else. But usually, what is being exhibited externally is also what is inside. Not all the times. And I'm sure you will have also, or you can have a desire for your children. Not just for yourself, because family life means extension of yourself. So have a desire also for your children, and hope against hope, that will become fulfilled. So this is benediction. This is vara, anugraha, and kripa. And this is the prayer of Satyavrata Muni. They cannot be compared to the desire to be fulfilled, that can be fulfilled by the demigods or so-called gurus. We have to work hard for that as well. We cannot ask and just wait that it will come without doing our duty, our part. We have to work hard for this. We have to perform austerities. Get up early in the morning, perform your sadhana. Come for Mangal Arti, just like this morning. We're so happy to see many young children. At home also you should do it, because I'm sure not every day you come to the mandir. You do it at home. At least Grihasthas should get up by 5 o'clock. If you get up later than that, then no sadhana. There's sadhana, but it'll be poor sadhana. I stop here. I hope we learned something today about this meaning of benediction or boon. Srila Prabhupada ke? Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ke? Any questions or comments, reflections?
Hare Krishna, Janan Maharaj.
Haribol, Atmar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. How to observe your mind in 24 hours in Krishna lotus feet?
Many ways. It's like here, you come to the mandir and you meditate on the Lord's form, the color. We know an Ekadasis, they wear red, every almost, or pinkish, right? But when you come here and weekdays and they're wearing different colors, you meditate. If you can remember the color of their outfit during the whole day, you are Krishna conscious. And usually, as soon as we get out of this room, what's the color of the dress? What are they wearing? You forget immediately. You meditate on the teachings of the Lord in the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. That's why, along with chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we should also read Srila Prabhupada's books regularly. Meditate on how you will also prepare for tomorrow's Bhoga offering for the Lord. It's like when you go shopping for the Lord, you're remembering Krishna. These are different ways. Or you remember, how was it when you visited Vrindavan the last time? Jagannath Puri or Siddha Mayapur. You remember those in your mind. Because Krishna is absolute. Everything that in relation with Lord Krishna is Lord Krishna. This is how we meditate. Even at work, you do this. That is thinking of Krishna 24 hours. But especially when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. 24 hours, we'll be able to think of Krishna as well.
Can I ask another question? You said Krishna is brahmachari.
Yes.
So can you justify how he is brahmachari and he is for 60,000?
Yeah, he is not attached to that. He's not actually like a mundane personality. One may say he's also henpecked. You know what's henpecked? It is like there is a group of chickens, elderly chickens, and they will attack the small chicken. So henpecked means he's under the wife. He's always being nagged by the wife. that the wife is superior than the husband. This is henpecked. But Krishna is not like that. Even though he has 16,108 wives, he has 10 sons in each queen, and those 10 sons also begat 10 sons each. This is the magnitude of Lord Krishna's family, not including the daughters. Um, but he's not always, you say, thinking, that he's thinking about them, but in a transcendental platform. Not like how to please them materially. Yes. Krishna can divide himself into 16,108. He is present with all of those 16,108 queens, and he's not affected. He's not affected. So he is a brahmachari. He's eternally a brahmachari. There is also, Prabhupada says, grihastha brahmachari. Grihastha brahmachari means grihastha, in the grihastha ashram, the householders who only have sex for begetting, and not like cats and dogs. Only once a month, and so on. Prabhupada says also there is a grihastha sannyas. You know what's the meaning of sannyas? Sannyas means those who are engaged in Krishna consciousness 24 hours. Prabhupada says to his disciples, both boys and girls, I want all of you to become sannyas, to be sannyas, sannyasis. The mood, the spirit, it's not the cloth, it's your mentality, it's your consciousness to only serve Krishna 24 hours. Okay?
Maharaj, how did you come in for your
Hare Krishna. Hold on.
Come on.
Hold on. You have 3 questions now. Give some others a question or comments. Yes, Mataji. Give the microphone, please.
Hi Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much for the wonderful class. You mentioned about Vasudev that Prahlad Maharaj, they had this mood, they were praying that they want to suffer in hell for the living entities, liberate everyone. So how do we develop this compassionate mood? Because it's so easy to develop ill feelings, grudges for someone. So how to have this compassionate mood?
The essence of bhakti, the highest essence of bhakti is compassion. A devotee is paradukha dukhi. When he sees others who are suffering, he feels pain. He's not selfish. And in the heart of a devotee, bhakti is overflowing. So he wants to share this to others. You cannot practice bhakti alone. The best way how to practice bhakti is in the association of devotees. You can practice bhakti, but it'll take you a long time to reach the goal. We want to expedite things. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, there is no more. What did I say? And because you're not listening, this is very important. This is for you also. It's for everyone. Okay? Relax. You can play after. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, there is no more dear to me than those who give this knowledge to others. Krishna is all attractive. What did I say? Now you're listening. Krishna is all attractive. But Krishna becomes attracted to the devotee when we give this knowledge to others. Our purpose is to increase our faith. And our faith will increase when we give this to others. That is the secret of success. When you want to give Krishna bhakti to others, that means Bhakti is there within your heart. And even if it is not there, you still try to do it. And eventually, it will manifest. Yes? What did I say? Huh? How will it manifest? How will it manifest? When you give bhakti to others. Good boys. Very smart boys. He came from Mangalarti. I think he's very tired now. Any other points or question? Yes. Or reflection?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you for the nice class. I just wanted to ask, like, what are the qualifications needed to receive spiritual benediction from the Lord?
You have to follow what Srila Prabhupada has told us to do. What the Guru Parampara has taught us to do. Chant 16 rounds minimum. Take only Krishna Prasadam. Don't go to different vegan restaurants, many vegan restaurants here, right? That will not help you to receive the Kripa. And the best way again is to help others to become Krishna conscious. There are three personalities: the devotee, the envious, and the innocents. With the devotees, you make friendship. Try to learn from them. Those who are expert in some service, ask them, Mataji, how can I do this like where you do? How do you make nice garlands? Make nice garlands. What is your secret? And devotees, they're very willing to give. There's no secret. To the envious, you avoid them unless you are strong philosophically. But even if you're strong philosophically, sometimes you're just wasting your time to them. And to the innocents, you help them. You give your association. You know. So follow. We already mentioned that. Do your sadhana. How can you expect Krishna's mercy by sleeping late and getting up late? What's that? Early to bed, early to rise makes the man healthy, wealthy, and Krishna conscious. You have to push yourself, or others will push you also. Real friends means helping each other to grow in Krishna consciousness. That is a real friend. So find someone, a real friend, not only a friend in sense of enjoyment. You'll attain it. It's gonna come. Anything else? Yes. Okay, last question.
Maharaj, thank you for the good class. I have a question about, how in the start you said that demigods, when you ask for a benediction, that is temporary. What happens if you ask a demigod that I can never die?
You can never die? No, you will die. No one lives forever here. No one lives forever. Even Hiranyakashipu. Because the benedictions that they give has a beginning, a middle, and end. Krishna's benediction is eternal. You don't lose it.
So if I ever say to that Lord Krishna, like, I don't want to die, so then I can let
Devotees, they don't die. When you give up your body, you continue what you're doing.
yes.
Unlike, it doesn't matter. The materialists, when they die, they take up another body and they will start from scratch. A devotee, always remember, it's like that in the life of Bharat Maharaj. He remembered when he became a deer, right? And And then when he became Jadavara, he remembered again. Devotees are immortal because their activities are eternal. So you want to be immortal? Yes, looks like. So always chant, even without your japamala. Japamala is to count how many rounds we've done. Okay? And read Prabhupada's books. In UAE, they have Bhakti Sastri for children. Certain age, they can take Bhakti Sastri, just formulated for children. That would be nice to have here, right? I've noticed you have a lot of children here. Enthusiastic children. Okay, we stop here. Hidaya Gaur Siddhana Premanande. Hari Om Tat Sat. Dhanyavad. Hari Om.
Sa Siddhananda Preman.